In this video, I'm going to show you a do-while loop. It's really similar to a while loop. The only difference is that it's going to run at least once. So it's going to run once, and then it's going to check if it should do it again based on a condition. So you never really need to use a do-while loop. You could always just configure your variables and your check for your condition for the while loop in such a way that it's always going to run at least once. But if you want to make sure that you can't mess it up and accidentally prevent some of the code from running, just to be safe, you could use a do while loop. So sometimes it is a good idea to do that just for safety and for clarity, so that everyone that sees the code will know this is supposed to run at least once. But again, there's usually more than one way to do something. So the idea of a do while loop is that you're gonna say do whatever, and then keep doing it while the condition is true. So this is an infinite do while loop, but that's the basic idea. So let's expand this out to something that would actually work. Let's make our counter variable so we have a way to get out of this loop. Int x equals 0, and then in here we'll do something so we can print out the value of x, and we can do x++, and then we can set this to keep running while x is less than 5. So it's really similar to a while loop again, except that it's going to do all this once, and then it's going to check if that's true. Like in the real world, you could think about something where you boiling water or put something in the oven, you start the process of cooking it or heating it, and you keep doing it until something happens. And so in the same way, there's sometimes you have code that you want to run one time and just keep doing that until something happens. Soon I'll give you an example of like a quiz. So you want to show a question to a user and keep asking them the question until they get the right answer, for example. So you could do that, use a do while loop for that if you wanted to. Let's just run this. And here we do. Here we have it. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, as we'd expected. The first time it's 0, and then finally it adds 1 to x, and when x becomes 4, it goes through this one last time, and then when it finishes printing out the value of x, x is incremented to 5. So then it says, I guess this while condition, x is no longer less than 5, so it stops the loop and it goes on to the next code. We don't have any other more code here. I'm going to just quickly show you another example from the worksheet, and I'm not going to type it all out here, but I'll just paste it in to take a look at it. Again, we have to do, let's do Alt-Enter and import our scanner class, so that just automatically imported that for us up there at the top. So here we have a simple quiz. It's going to print out this text, and notice that this is all one print statement, and the fact that I formatted it across multiple lines just to make it easier for me to read, the computer doesn't care about that white space. So if it's easier to read and you can do it like this, it's a good idea sometimes to do that, just so that you can keep all your code from running way off to the right of your screen. Okay, so it's going to print out this question, then we're going to print out just a blank line, and then it's going to ask the user for input to put in a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 for the answer. And here we go. So we're going to print enter your choice. We're going to say the answer is equal to the next number that they input. If they enter 6, which is kind of a joke answer, I give up, we print out don't give up, try again. As long as they don't get the correct answer, which is number 1. So if they put in anything else besides 1 or 6, then we're going to say incorrect, try again. Remember, the order does matter, so it's first going to check if they enter 6. If that's true, then it's going to print don't give up, try again. If they, after it checked if it was 6, if it was one of the other ones, and it's still not the correct answer, it will say incorrect, try again. And it'll keep doing that until they enter the correct answer, number 1. And then it's going to jump out of this do while loop and print out you got it right. So let's run that just to see how that works. Okay, every pass through a loop is called a and blank. Iteration, pass through, trial, continuance, loop, or I give up. So if we enter 6, say don't give up, try again. 2, incorrect, try again. 4, incorrect, try again. 1, you got it right. And then it finishes the program. So that's a basic idea for a do while loop. Not that much different than a while loop, with just that one idea that it's going to always run at least one time. Hope that helps.